There should be nothing. I have no sound.
Because I'm playing it through window.
Well, that makes sense. Stop it then.
I'm not getting it.
Check the
Hello and welcome, everyone. Day 2 of the VC We Play Hard tournament. Apologies, we were having technical difficulties up here in the booth. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoyanov with you. It's LA Valley and Ventura College here in Game 2 on the day. Game 1 of 2 here of coverage here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Right now, LA Valley up 11-5 on Ventura.
Walker at the line with 13:28 remaining here in the first half. Walker with a big game yesterday. Led all scorers, ending with 32 points. To go along with 6 rebounds and 3 steals. And he's off to a fast start here today. He's already got 7. The free throw is up and good. And of course, for those that joined us yesterday, the slow start here for Ventura merely continues the trend in their loss last night to Orange Coast. The Pirates, Ventura that is, had a 7-point lead at the break, 43-36, but they were outscored 56-33 in the second half. Orange Coast catching fire and ending up pulling away for the victory. Ventura struggled from the field, shooting just 33%, allowing Orange Coast to shoot over 50%, 57% in the second half. So it was a struggle on both ends of the court as they fell in their season opener. Williams has this one poked away, and now he picks up the foul on Simonian in the backcourt. So Coach Joey Ramirez and his Ventura Pirates off to a slow start here in their host tournament, the We Play Hard tournament here from Ventura College. It's 13-5. Cabagnat brings it in to Mortaya. Mortaya between the circles. Off to Walker, baseline jumper in the air, rims high, no good. Simonian tries to get on the offensive glass. He's battling Alonso, and he does to a jump ball.
You know, Jeff, we talked about yesterday, Jacob Alonso seemed to really provide a spark in that second half, and he's a player that's going to get regular playing time. The only problem right now is that on the season, started the season with a bit of a heel injury, so he's not at 100%. Coach Ramirez early on didn't want to put too much of a load on him work-wise.
Yeah, we liked what he seemed to bring late. This one blocked by Simonian, but a foul called. Williams going to have a couple of free throws coming. But obviously, to your point, I think that Coach Joey Ramirez couldn't afford to wait any longer and nurse that injury. He got Alonso into the starting lineup here in Game 2.
Well, we talked about the ability of Isaiah Reyes to really create for other teammates via the speed at which he plays the game. The only problem is the composure has been an issue. Sometimes he rushes himself, and what's the old John Wooden adage? Be quick, don't rush. And those are some words that Isaiah Reyes would be wise to heed early on and moving forward in his career.
Mortaya on the drive, the runner too strong. The rebound pulled down by Alonso. Here comes Reyes jetting into the front court. Leaves it for Alonso. He'll try for 3. That's a long rebound to the far side. Out of play, and it'll go back to LA Valley. Well, it's a pretty good look on the fast break for Alonso, but he misfires.
And Alonso can shoot the basketball. We know that is his strength, and he does a really good job of that. And when you play with a guy like Isaiah Reyes, who draws in a lot of defenders because everybody has to help, he's always so good at getting past his man. He's going to create a lot of open opportunities. And Jacob Alonso needs to capitalize.
After 28 turnovers yesterday in the loss to Orange Coast, you see the Pirates come out early in a 3-guard offense with Watson, Reyes, and Alonso all on the floor. They move Williams essentially from the 3 to the 4. He's out there with Malcolm Ruff at center. So Sturgeon, it looks like, going to move to the bench. So Joey Ramirez already shaking things up a little bit. And as we talked to Coach Keith Holloman from Pasadena City College, that's what he talked about early in the season. It's a lot of trying different combinations. You're trying to figure out what's going to work. Morataya's 3 is off the mark. Rebound to Alonso again. Reyes hooks a pass ahead to Natui. Now Ventura will pull it back out. Reyes starts to drive, has that one poked away by Cabagnat. A 3-on-1 for LA Valley. Wagner tries the touch pass, but he couldn't quite get the handle, and Natui knocks it out of play, so LA Valley will keep it. 13-6 with 11:53 to go here in the first half.
And oftentimes, really in all sports, you're going to see a slow start from most teams because of the turnover and the lack of cohesion early on. It's a team that lost 2 vital pieces, well, really 3 vital pieces last year. Eddie Cowan, Cordell Hankerson, and Vida Fennell. So the Pirates really looking for an identity here. It's going to start with Isaiah Reyes. Question is, can everybody else catch up?
Morataya picked up by Ruff in the switch. Still dancing, hooks it out. Simonian will try a 3, high arcer, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Wagner. Skips it across to Mortaya. So another opportunity for the Monarchs. And, you know, if you're Ventura, you're struggling here early, and you certainly can't afford to give up a lot of second-chance opportunities.
Yeah, the one thing you can control in terms of, you know, cohesion or not is defense.
Hodge didn't have his eyes on the ball. They turn it over. Watson in from the left, scoops it in. 13-8, so the Pirates convert on the turnover. Wagner back the other way, a little stutter step, all the way to the glass, lays it in. DeJuan Wagner, well, I was impressed yesterday. I think you were too. And picking up right where he left off here is Wagner. Reyes, double pump, won't go. The rebound tapped outside to Watson.
Shot by Alonso, keeping that possession alive.
Watson leans over the dribble, gets a high screen from Ruff. Watson into the lane, kicks it out to Natui. A blocking call against Mortaya. And he'll stay with Ventura. That'll be the 6th team foul for LA Valley, the 2nd for Mortaya. Paratori going to come in and replace Hodge. Meanwhile, for Ventura, we see the first Handy Johnson of the day. It's Terrell. I feel like that should be a little pool for us in our Ventura coverage. Which Handy Johnson will be the first off the bench?
Oh, we saw him on the floor at the same time last night, very briefly, but, you know, we talk about a team that's looking for cohesion. Who was it last year from Siskiyou? So we had 2 twin sisters, I believe, that could absolutely shoot the lights out, but the synergy between them, especially on baseline out of bounds plays, was stifling and really presented a lot of problems. I don't know if Handy Johnson and Handy Johnson possess that type of cohesion, but you have to figure there's some type of connection, and if they can kind of grasp that could really play well for the Pirates.
Well, if they're twins, you can assume it'll be a little bit spooky to us non-twins.
I don't know if Daryl and Terrell are, but they could be.
On the same page.
They do have a similar look about them, but they're brothers, so you would expect that anyway. Different hairstyles, though.
10:35 to go here in the first half. LA Valley with the early 7-point lead. The Pirates have the ball. They'll bring it in on the near side, or I should say baseline right. Ruff will trigger it in. 21 on the shot clock. In to Terrell Handy Johnson. Back outside to Reyes. Now Ventura will set things up. Natui, baseline drive to the rim. Missed the layup. The rebound batted around. It's on the floor, and it'll stay with Ventura.
Good battle.
Natui got all the way to the rim there, and I think missed one that he'd like to have back. He kept battling and managed to keep the ball with Ventura. Reyes between the circles. Out to Natui. 20 on the shot clock. The Pirates with a lot of time. Now Reyes starts in on Mortaya. Left around a rough screen. Spins into the lane. Passes it out. Watson passes on the 3. Back to Reyes. He'll hoist the 3. That missed everything. The rebound will go to LA Valley as it goes out of town, or I should say out of bounds. And, you know, Reyes, I'll tell you, Michael, just didn't look terribly comfortable taking that shot. He was 3 of 14 from the floor in the opener, did end with 26 points to go along with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. But there were some struggles, particularly from outside for Isaiah Reyes. And clearly, if you can make him take that shot, I think you have to like your chances.
Absolutely.
At least right now. Simonian, free throw line jumper, rattles in.
Nice job by Simonian in rhythm.
17-8. The Monarchs in control early. Natui in the weave. Check by Alvarez. Gets it back. Starts to drive into the lane. Forces one up. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Simonian. Managed to get it off to Alvarez.
Should have been whistled for a travel. Well, ball don't lie.
His pass to Paratori just off the mark. And the turnover will give it back. Wagner returns.
Well, some of the returning starters really struggling here early on in 2017 and 18. And really, Stephen Natui is really trying to find, you know, his footing. He still looks like a freshman. He's a returning sophomore, but, you know, I had a brief conversation with Coach Joey Ramirez for Ventura last night after the game. It was brief because, you know, he didn't really want to reflect on the loss so much, and understandably so. But Stephen Natui, he said, you know, player that hasn't really ascended to sophomore ranking.
Ramirez loses the handle. The turnover gives it back to LA Valley. Cavagnat swings it out. Simonian will try for 3. Ribbing no. Rebound pulled down by Ruff. Alonso into the front court, fans it out for Ramirez. We didn't see Ramirez yesterday. He makes his first appearance here today. Ruff drives, goes glass, offensive foul.
He made the shot, but unfortunately out of control. There's a team right now, you know what I'd really like to see all of them work on? Jump stops. Why go into the defender every time down? And we see it way too much. Stop and pop and get better at that aspect of your game.
Ramirez showing pressure on Wagner, but now he'll drop off and Wagner will bring it over. Wagner stops and pops, rimming no good. Rebound pulled down by Alonso. That's about 4 or 5 rebounds for Alonso already since we started the broadcast. And pretty good defensive rebounder. Ruff with a hard drive. It's going to be before the shot.
How do you not get continuation there? Matt, can we see the replay on that?
We just get the tail end there.
Yeah, bring back the slider all the way. There you go. So we see it here. Ball's going to go into Ruff. He gets it. Fouled there. Where's the continuation?
And if you're Ventura, you can use any break you can find right now. Their struggles clear to see. A whistle off the ball.
Well, it's something we also saw in terms of struggles last night. The refereeing, hey, it's early in the season, but you know, it's a chance for them to get better early on in the season. You have to start with consistency. We saw a lot of physical play early on and then really ticky-tack, and you have to be consistent throughout.
Again, Alonso going to show pressure on Wagner. Wagner over the line, gets a screen from Paratori. This is Cavagnat. Alvarez for 3, back iron. Long rebound, Wagner battling Alonso. It's out of bounds and it'll go to Ventura.
Alonso battling right now, and you wonder at what point does fatigue start to become a factor? A player coming in not at 100%, you have to figure his reps are a little down early in the season. Got to build up that win early on in the season, already in the preseason, not getting a lot of run.
Ramirez will try from long range. That's no good.
It's a good look. That's good offense.
Paratori with the rebound. Here come the Monarchs looking to extend on a 9-point lead. Cold shooting starting to affect both teams. We've been stuck on 17-8 for a little while. Alonso picks Wagner's pocket. He'll go in and lay it in. Here's Walker on the drive. Ramirez comes on the double team. Ruff with the rebound, and Walker picks up the foul in the backcourt. I think a little bit of frustration there for Walker. Meanwhile, that will put the Pirates in the bonus. So this will mean free throws.
Again, everybody, apologies for the late start. Had some internet difficulties up here in the booth. You can go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com, to watch this game live. Game 1 of 2 on the day of day 2 of the We Play Hard VC tournament here from Ventura College, sponsored by the James Ennis Foundation. James Ennis now playing for the Memphis Grizzlies, former player here at Ventura College.
Ruff hits the first free throw. Ruff played just 9 minutes after getting the start yesterday. 4 points, 3 rebounds. He's already gone, I'd say, a good 9 minutes in this one.
Yep.
So we're getting a little more time for Malcolm Ruff. And he hits both free throws. And Ventura trying to crawl back into this one. They've got it down to a 5-point deficit. Mortaya returns. Mortaya walks it over the timeline. Alonso on him tight. Howard over to Hodge. Off to Mortaya in the weave. Mortaya fakes, now drives on Alonso. Good defense, but the double pump draws the contact and the foul coming on Alonso. So Mortaya will take a couple of free throws. And that one in and out. 6:50 to go. Second free throw is up and good. Well, that breaks the brief Ventura run of 4 straight. Interesting, Michael, that it looks like they're starting to put the ball a little more in the hands of Alonso, maybe move Reyes to more of an off-guard type role. As Alonso buries it from outside, they'll call that a long 2.
Don't like the body language off the ball from Isaiah Reyes, really doing nothing, just watching.
Mortaya with a little stutter step, able to regain control after it was poked away. In some trouble now, has it tipped away, Alonso with another steal. This is a 2-on-1. Ruff in from the right, no foul call, but Alonso's got the offensive rebound. Reyes drives the lane, kicks it out. Ruff will try for 3, rimming no good.
Another good shot, though, a good possession, and you see the difference that Alonso makes on the floor. Now, if they can get Isaiah Reyes and Jacob Alonso to work in tandem, this is going to be a pretty good squad.
Howard holding. This is Hodge. Hodge facing up on Ruff. Alonso comes on the double team, gets it back. Mortaya open for 3. That was blocked.
Alonso.
Ruff gets the rebound, off to Reyes. The Pirates want to run. Back to Reyes. In from the right. Outside, Ramirez open for 3. Switch!
Those start going. Going to be a different tenor in the ball game, and now the Pirates within 1. And you got to like the unit that's out there right now.
Back within 1, and now LA Valley wants a timeout. Virgil Watson wants to talk it over. It's a full timeout. 18-17, the Monarchs ahead by 1, but the Pirates on a run. You're watching Ventura College basketball here at the We Play Hard tournament on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Haven't seen a run like this since the first half last night for Ventura, but after trailing 17-8, they're on a 9-1 run. Are the Pirates still trail it by 1? Into Mortaya. Shot clock at 20. Reyes with the pressure defense.
Much better from
swings
Reyes.
it across to Alvarez. Back outside, Howard tries to enter it. It's tipped away and stolen. Alonso up with it. Off to Reyes. Reyes into the front court. Alonso from 22. Back iron, no good. Long rebound on the floor. Alvarez
Stay here.
Tries to track it down. And it is going to stay with Ventura. Walker returns for LA Valley, along with Elijah Bonds. Reyes, checked by Walker. Finds Alonso, baseline jumper, no good. Long rebound, fought for, tapped out of bounds. It's off of Ventura.
Off a rough.
So a couple of good looks for the Pirates that would have given them a lead. But the lead remains with LA Valley, 4:35 and counting, remaining in the first half. Mortaya will try from long range, no good. Rebound on the floor. Bonds trying to track it down, but he can't do it. Back to Ventura. Meanwhile, Velkovic, Strahina Velkovic. Preemptive apologies on the name. That's a challenging one, but I got a chance on that one. Has checked into the game for LA Valley. Alonso, a drive on Mortaya, fouled on the way up.
Alonso going to the line here. Should be on the shot.
And I believe it is. I like how Alonso didn't even look around for the call, though. He just headed right to the line.
Well, it's 1-1 either way, but yeah. I like your thinking.
You know, you never can tell. In and out on the free throw.
That should have been 2 shots.
And knocked away and stolen. Another opportunity for Ventura. Like Handy Johnson got a hand in there. So the turnover gives the Pirates another chance. Reyes drives the lane to the glass, lays it up and in.
That a kid.
19-18. 11-1 run for Ventura. They've got the lead. Skip pass. They find Walker open for 3. That's short. Rebound on the floor. Alonso and Handy Johnson both going after it, and it looks like it's off of Ventura. And
Secure
it is.
the basketball. Get a rebound.
Both Alonso and Handy Johnson battling that one.
That's my coach talking to me.
And it ends up going off the foot of Handy Johnson, and that is disappointing to say the least for Ventura, as they had an opportunity to perhaps extend on this lead. Mortaya fouled. It looks like Reyes going to pick up the foul going after that ball. And both teams in the penalty, so we're talking about free throws. It's Christian Mortaya out of Venice High School. 5'9" sophomore, going to head to the line. Mortaya's free throw barely moves the net. So we're tied at 19. The winner of this one back in action tomorrow at noon, taking on the winner of the first game today in the tournament. That was Pasadena and Moore Park and Pasadena City College with a 6-point win. Will play tomorrow in the Consolation Championship, I believe, is the title of the game. Alonso hooks it to Natui over in the corner. Ruff fakes the 3, starts the drive. The runner missed everything. The rebound on the floor.
Stay here. Oh, it's a foul.
Ruff battling Hodge for the rebound.
It's a weak call.
Not really sure, though, that Ruff didn't draw iron with the shot, so I don't think he could have gotten the rebound anyway.
20-19 LA Valley on top of the Pirates.
So the foul on the other end will bring it all the way to the other side for free throws.
Pirates now in the double penalty.
Christian Hodge, a 6'8" freshman.
Or the double bonus for LA Valley. Same difference.
And he hits the first free throw.
Well, game 1 of 2 today here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We will have semifinal number 1, Riverside and Antelope Valley. As the winner's bracket gets started later today.
Hodge has already surpassed his point total from yesterday. He's now got 4 points. He, along with just about everybody on LA Valley not named DeJuan Walker, with a struggle against a very good Comet team, came out with some hot shooting and really dominated from the outset. Palomar will be in action later tonight. They'll be in the final game against Orange Coast. Foul on Alonso on the drive. This is before the shot, I believe, so it should be a 1-and-1. Meanwhile, that is the 3rd foul on Mortaya, and that could be a potential storyline as Mortaya, really the principal ball handler for LA Valley. He's certainly done for the first half. Well, this may be a familiar theme as Alonso hits the first free throw. Point guards in a little bit of foul trouble against Ventura.
Yeah.
And for opposing teams coming up this season, you may need a little depth at that position. You already saw Reyes with 24 free throw attempts yesterday. 22-21, Pirates back within 1. Walker, guarded by Alonso. Cabignat. Back to Walker. He'll try the long 3 and hit.
That's too easy. Alonso has to get there quicker.
25-21 after the 3 from Walker. Natui off a screen. Now going to back it out. Drives at baseline. Wants to hook it back out, but Walker steps in front. Walker in from the right. Lays it in. 27-21. Quick run for the Monarchs. They're back up 6. Alonso has that one poked away, but right to Daryl Handy Johnson. A little bit of a break for Ventura. Alonso lobs it down low. Handy Johnson goes to the reverse. Blocked by Hodge. Handy Johnson has his own rebound. Back out. Alonso for 3. Kaboom!
Fortuitous bounce there. And good job by Handy Johnson. That's a good pass.
27-24.
So understated, a good pass from the post out to the perimeter. Usually results in pretty good things happening. We see a wide open 3 for Jacob Alonso, and he buries it.
Says a guy who probably passed pretty well out of the post in his playing days.
I had my days.
Simonian with the runner, won't go. Ramirez swoops in for the rebound. Alonso quickly ahead to Natui.
Right now.
Back to Alonso. He's open. He'll try for 3. That's good.
Kid can absolutely shoot the basketball, and Jacob Alonso now with 14 points.
And he's tied it up at 27, 112 and counting. Remaining here in the first half as Walker directs traffic. In the corner, now back out. They'll swing it across.
Travel.
Velkovic starts a drive, shot blocked by Terrell Handy Johnson.
Now for LA Valley, the spacing just not there.
Under a minute to go. 12 on the shot clock as Cabignat will bring it in. Baseline left. Gets it back. Passes on the 3. The teardrop is short. Battle for the rebound. Hodge has it. Back outside to Walker. Cabignat drives it baseline. In a crowd. Outside Alvarez open for 3. Missed everything. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Ventura.
Yeah, it was off of Simonian.
A quick 6-0 run for Ventura has tied it at 27. It's a quick 6-0 run by Alonso. Back-to-back 3s. Puts up the runner, scores again. Alonso's got 16 in the first half.
Alonso putting on a clinic.
And Ventura has the 2-point lead.
Alonso's tired. You see him gassed right now, hands on his knees as he's guarding one-on-one.
See if LA Valley picks up on it right now. Simonian gives it up to Walker, who drives on Ramirez. All the way to the glass. Scoop shot won't go, but a foul called, and Walker going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. 7.8 seconds remain here in the first half.
Well, that's probably the half-time adjustment you want to make. If you're going to make one for LA Valley, you have to go right at Alonzo. Maybe see if you can set some screens and free up Warren one-on-one with Alonzo.
You know what would be interesting to see with Ventura this season? Reyes came off the bench almost all of last year, certainly in all of our coverage. And he really provided a lift in that second unit. And you move forward, you watch what Alonzo's doing in this game, you wonder if maybe the wheels are turning for Joey Ramirez, if he's going to go back to something like that, maybe go with a different starting five, different kind of unit to start, and then have Reyes lead a second unit at his pace of play.
Well, some players are just so gifted offensively. You know, they're better suited coming off of the bench versus off of the bat.
Alonzo loses the handle with time running down, and Ventura won't get a shot off. Instead, through 20 minutes, we're tied at 29. You are watching Ventura College Basketball, the VC We Play Hard tournament here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Halftime from Ventura, tied at 29, the Pirates and the Monarchs. And Michael, Ventura in a little bit of trouble early, trailed by as much as 9, but in comes Jacob Alonso, 16 points in the first half.
Very impressive, and we saw flashes of it last night. Really, this team, I don't know if they're ready from a speed standpoint to play with a guy like Isaiah Reyes, because he plays just with such fire and energy. That's almost better suited to come off the bench. And we saw Jacob Alonso really steady this team. And I talked to Will Cowan at halftime briefly, and he said, well, you know, that's what we're kind of missing last night. We're missing Steady Eddie Cowan, that he's referring to from last year on the team that really made a nice run in the postseason. But if they can find that balance between 150 miles an hour and then the team that's composed, gets good offensive possessions, and plays a little defense, this is going to be a team to deal with. Obviously, early on last night, you know, they had a 7-point lead at halftime and end up getting trounced at home in the opener. But a good response here by the Pirates, and they did not open up tonight very well either.
Well, let me put it to you this way as we get ready for the second half. We're just moments away. Tied at 29. You don't want to go 0-2 in your host tournament. You want to play tomorrow. What do they need to do in the second half?
More Jacob Alonso. And and one thing you have to consider, Jacob Alonso started the year injured, coming off of heel surgery, was not cleared initially to start the season when practice started. Something to consider is the fatigue factor. Now, if I'm LA Valley, I'm going right at Jacob Alonso defensively, see if I can switch off on a couple players, get my primary score on him in one-on-one situations. But at the same time, you have to protect Jacob Alonso. Take some timeouts, take the air out of the ball, and then insert Isaiah Reyes and see if you can go back and forth, make something happen.
You make it sound so easy. We'll see what happens here in the next 20 minutes. Ventura and LA Valley about to get back to it, and we will have it here for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We are underway here. The Monarchs have it first in the second half. Walker across to Mortaya. Mortaya playing with 3 fouls right now. Gets it in the corner to Howard. Shot clock down to 10. Mortaya goes to work on Alonso. Hard drive. Help coming over from Handy Johnson.
Pretty handy right there.
Swats it out of bounds.
Oh, geez. See the replay on that one.
And this is just Daryl Handy Johnson sensing
well, they don't have a men's volleyball team here, but he'd probably be starting, that's for sure.
And LA Valley turns it over on the inbounds pass, so the Pirates will have it. Just underway here in the second half. Reyes along with Alonso and Ramirez. As Isaac Ramirez gets the call here to start the second half. And up front, it's Daryl Handy Johnson and John Williams. So a little bit smaller lineup for Ventura, perhaps trying to match up with LA Valley. Alonso on the drive, draws some contact, no foul called. Williams has the offensive rebound.
Where's the foul? A lot of contact there.
Mortaya on Alonso tightly. Alonso with a quick drive again. Back out, 17-footer on the way from Handy Johnson. That's good.
How about Handy Johnson on both ends?
Daryl Handy Johnson played 15 minutes last night. Contributed with 6 points to go along with 3 rebounds. 31-29, Ventura with the 2-point lead. Howard gets it to Elijah Bonds in the high post. Tries to get it down low to Hodge. It's tapped back out, but Bonds recovers. 12 on the shot clock. Lobs it into Hodge. Into the lane. Turnaround hook shot rattles in.
It's too easy. Ramirez has to do a better job of fighting for position because Hodge, he's displayed the ability to make that hook shot.
Back to a tie game. Alonso starts a drive. Williams drives the lane. The runner won't go. Rebound on the floor. Pulled down. Walker's got it. Ahead to Mortaya in transition. 3 on the way. That's good.
Too easy.
Mortaya hits from long range. LA Valley with the 3-point lead. Reyes around the screen from Ramirez. Drives on Walker. Forces one up. Won't go. Rebound to Hodge. The Monarchs want to run. It's a 3-on-3. Mortaya again open in space. Hits for 3.
Quick 6-0 run.
And a 6-point lead for LA Valley, 17:45 to go here in the ball game. Joey Ramirez wants to talk it over. It's a full timeout at the We Play Hard tournament from Ventura College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
That's a riveting trivia question.
I do come up with them. 6-0 run for LA Valley, and deja vu all over again on back-to-back possessions. Mortaya finding space in transition and knocking down a couple of threes.
Yeah, who's guarding Mortaya?
You know, it's something we talk about so often in our broadcast, seemingly wherever we go, and transition defense is so key. You can get some great looks, and so important to find your man. Alonzo will try to answer, in and out. Rebound tapped around. Handy Johnson's got it in a crowd. Back up. It's good.
More contact again. If you're going to call it at one end, call it at the other. Man, it's very frustrating to watch, especially for Handy Johnson fighting like a dog down there, and he's making things happen, and you got to reward the big man.
Strong finish, and he needed it. He didn't get the foul call. Off to Walker. Walker checked by Williams. They're switching up interesting on Walker. Mortaya open again. This time he missed.
Oh, give it
Williams
to him.
with the rebound. No numbers as he jets into the front court. He's got to pull it back out. Alonzo on the drive, kicks it out. Ramirez drives at baseline. They'll swing it around. Reyes passes on the three, drives into a crowd, lays it in.
Good read there. And Handy Johnson, I would like to see him be a little bit more savvy, get in front of Jacob Alonzo's man, and give him basically an off-ball screen.
Walker around a screen, scoops, no good. Offensive foul.
Now, I really like Handy Johnson, what he's doing down there. Both ends of the floor showing very well for the Pirates.
Second foul on Walker. Pirates trail it by 2. 16:30 to go in the ball game. Reyes guarded by Walker. He'll try from long range, off the glass and good.
He'll take it.
Reyes with a triple. It's a 7-0 run. Ventura's got the lead. Walker on the drive, terrific feed. Hodge with the dunk. LA Valley back out to a 1-point lead. Reyes leans over the dribble. Around the screen from Handy Johnson. Jump stop, goes glass, that's good.
Go to work, young man.
5 in a row for Reyes. Walker wanted Mortaya. Fortunately for the Monarchs, Hodge was there to prevent the turnover. Now they'll set things up, the shot clock at 18. Simonian is checked in. Backdoor cut from Walker.
Great play design there. They clear out the post. They bring up Simonian. Backdoor, easy play for Walker.
Williams, checked by Simonian. He'll bring it out. Shot clock at 17. Williams, a drive on Hodge. Followed by Handy Johnson, but they're going to wave it off.
See the replay on that one. Very impressive.
See Williams here with the crossover.
It didn't count, but it looked pretty.
So instead it'll be Williams at the line for 2 shots. Well, and here we are up here asking for the foul call. And we get one for Ventura, and it takes a dunk off the board. But, you know, you can't predict these things. Williams misses the first free throw.
I'm sure Darryl will have plenty of opportunities to get on the highlight reel.
Williams yesterday in his debut here at Ventura, 20 points, 6 rebounds. Second leading scorer in the game for Ventura. It's 1 out of 2 here. He's got just 2 points in this one. Game tied at 41. Moratai on the cut, missed the layup. Darryl Handy Johnson pulls down the rebound.
Be ready to shoot.
Reyes quickly back the other way.
Good.
Williams catch and shoot for 3, rimming no. Moratai has the rebound, but Alonso picks his pocket.
Highlight.
Williams alone lays it in. I was all excited there for a dunk, but, you know, Williams.
What, you're not excited for the layup?
With the finish. 43-41. Alonso with the quick hands again. Couple of steals in this one.
A shot by Ramirez.
This is Hodge. Gets it outside to Simonian. Shot clock at 10.
You got to hit Hodge rolling. He played it perfectly. He's frustrated.
Walker back up top. Simonian starts to drive on Handy Johnson. The leaner, rims no good.
Like Simonian's game. Little savvy there, little hook. Got away with it.
Reyes spins on Walker. Down he goes. Whistles come in. If this is on Walker, it's his third. And it is. 14:07 to go in the ballgame.
Unfortunate for Walker because the feet just get tangled there, but Reyes going to the line.
Where he went for 24 attempts last night. Well, Reyes is not heading to the line just yet.
Antelope Valley into the building.
Okay, this will say non-shooting foul.
I think that's the correct call.
Yeah, he didn't get a shot up there. I think it's definitely the right call. We got a timeout on the floor.
30-second.
30-second timeout. Ventura with a 2-point lead and the ball. Well, as we've talked about, I think the theme for this weekend is, early season, talking about different combinations. And you get the sense here Joey Ramirez is finding some things that will work with this team moving forward from here after a very disappointing second half last night.
Oh, we talked about it. They have some talented pieces, but, talent doesn't necessarily equate to wins. Got to find that cohesive measure. Who's the team that really galvanizes things, or who's the player that really galvanizes the defense? Who's going to be that catalyst? And I think we already see it here in Game 2. It's going to be Jacob Alonso.
Pirates come back with Alonso, Reyes, and Ramirez, and then up front, you got Darryl Handy Johnson and John Williams.
If I had to make a Fast and Furious reference, Jacob Alonso would be the engine. Isaiah Reyes would be the nitrous boost.
This is Reyes. Fakes, starts to drive. Alonso open for 3. That's good.
It's going to be open every day of the week. Isaiah Reyes just draws so much respect, so much attention from the defenders. You have to help, or if it's going to be a layup.
46-41. Turnover gives it back to Ventura.
That's John Williams playing very good pressure defense on Simonian, and Simonian not in the triple threat. Falls backwards just a little bit, steps on the sideline. It's back the other way for the Pirates.
Pirates with their largest lead at 5. Darryl Handy Johnson.
Nice.
They swing it around. Alonso baseline drive. Moratai going to pick up the foul. That's number 4.
Yeah. Moratai's got to be smarter than that.
And I think there's some recognition here on the part of Alonso. He's gone to a few drives here early in the second half, and I think he was aware that Moratai was playing with 3 fouls, and he wanted to get that 4th if he could. Interestingly, Moratai is going to stay on the floor with 4 fouls. Alonso for 3. Rimming no.
He'll take the shot.
Rebound on the floor. The Pirates have it. Williams with the follow.
Pirates starting to pull away here.
48-41. Walker will try to answer from 17. Smooth as he hits. 48-43.
Walker now with 22 points, but playing with the 3 fouls. Want to go right at him. Get it to Williams and have him go baseline.
Reyes around a Handy Johnson screen, jump stop. Layup won't go, but a foul called on Paratori. LA Valley working themselves into foul trouble, both individually, but now also as a team. 5th team foul. Meanwhile, Ventura with none. Reyes to the line. 12 points in the game. He had 26 yesterday. Misses the free throw. Christian Hodge and Nicholas Howard returning for LA Valley. Alonzo checks out. Lamont Landers into the game for Ventura.
It's an opportunity for Landers to earn some playing time. Looked every bit the freshman part last night in the loss to Orange Coast, and he's just got to get better, and this is an opportunity for him right now.
49-43. Ventura leading by 6. Walker leans over the dribble.
See, right there.
Finds Hodge rolling to the basket, lays it in with the left hand.
That could be a steal for Landers. He needs to get underneath Hodge there, anticipate that is coming. Just basic two-man game, and Landers is late defensively.
49-45. Reyes pounds the dribble. Across to Williams, timeout taken.
There's no spacing. There's no movement as the Monarchs ease into a bit of a zone there. And Coach Ramirez wants to talk things over, and LA Valley creeping back into it after they had fell behind by as many as 7. $12:29 remaining here in the second half. Game 2 of day 2 of the VC We Play Hard tournament, sponsored by the James Ennis Foundation. Might have Will Cowan up here for game 2, Antelope Valley and Riverside. Stoy, I know you always look forward to having Will on, as do I.
Yeah, Will's a basketball guy, so he's
he speaks my language.
This is his bailiwick, if you will. This is
And let's let everybody know, tomorrow, big game in the National Northern Conference, Bakersfield and Ventura live from the VC Sports Complex. We will have coverage of that for you starting at 6 p.m. Kickoff slated for 6 p.m. We'll be streaming about 10 to 15 minutes earlier than that. Alan Hancock at Antelope Valley. So how about AVC getting some run basketball and football this weekend?
It's an AVC Ventura weekend here.
It is.
That's pretty much
really
what's
is.
happening here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
No basketball coverage tomorrow. Already committed to football.
Pirates come back with the same 5. Reyes with Ramirez and Landers. Daryl Handy Johnson and John Williams.
My favorite composer.
And why wouldn't he be?
Good.
Landers for 3. No good. Foul on the rebound, going to go against Ventura.
Man, that's weak.
Daryl Handy Johnson, that's just his first foul. It is the first against Ventura here in the second half.
Like the pick from Williams, though, to free up Landers with wide open look. Go get it from him.
Howard.
Handle shaky.
Over the timeline.
Oh.
Off to Walker, near steal from Williams. Walker picked up by Reyes.
Good defense. There you go,
There's
Isaiah.
Elijah
Get those active
Bonds.
hands.
Reyes almost had the steal, now pokes it away. Ramirez gets it out to Williams, who leaked ahead. Williams misses the layup. Reyes puts it up. That's blocked.
Foul.
Whistles come in and a foul called. Reyes going to head to the line.
Elijah Bonds, defending player.
Walker came in as Williams tried to finish. Gave a little bluff, enough to make Williams miss, but Reyes alertly following on the play, able to get the offensive rebound and get to the line. That one in and out. Reyes with a couple of missed free throws here early in the second half, and you know, this is still a 4-point game.
Oh no, they're not out of it yet.
Hits the second.
You appreciate the trajectory in which, that favors the Pirates right now in terms of their play. It's on an upward tick. They got to keep it going.
Howard around a Bond screen. Hodge hounded by Handy Johnson. Hodge on the drive, throws it down. Well, Christian Hodge shows a little ball handling on the pressure defense from Handy Johnson. You got to be impressed with that from the big man, Michael. 50-47. Reyes hoists from 3. It's short. Hodge tracks down the long rebound. Walker finds Howard. Now the Monarchs will bring it back out. Shot clock at 20. High screen from Hodge, and a whistle comes in. Offensive foul. I believe this is going to go against Hodge. Moving on the screen. So Ventura gets it back. Still protecting a 3-point lead. 11:06 to go in the game. Alonso has returned for Ventura after a short blow on the bench. Alonso catches, fakes the 3 off to Williams. Williams working the baseline, faces up on Bonds, and he walked. Just couldn't quite decide what he wanted to do there. Walker pressured by Williams in the backcourt. Walker drives baseline, off to Howard. This is Cabignat, stops and pops, back iron, no good, long rebound tapped outside. Bonds has it for LA Valley. Monarchs will reset, still a 3-point game. Bonds pounds the dribble between the circles. Cabignat off to Walker, down to 9. Walker comes up shooting from 18 feet. Off the glass, no good. Alonso finds Reyes. Reyes in transition, lays it in. 52-47. Isaiah Reyes now with 16 in the game. Back to a 5-point lead. Hodge in the high post. Hands to Cabignat. Cabignat on the drive. The runner won't go. Rebound pulled down by Daryl Handy Johnson. Williams in on Howard. Moves left. Lays it in and one. John Williams, the freshman from Augusta, Georgia, with the finish in transition. Andy draws the foul, and now the Pirates with an opportunity for their largest lead. Williams can't convert. Ruff, who's checked in, has the offensive rebound. 7-point lead for Ventura. Reyes hooks a pass. Ruff missed the layup, taps it in. Well, maybe he just wanted to pad his rebounding statistics.
It'll work.
56-47 after the rough follow. 9 points, the lead for Ventura. Down to 9 minutes to go in the game. Skip pass to Simonian. Shot clock down to 11. Where's the shot going to come from? Reyes gets a hand in. The Pirates have the steal. Williams over the timeline. Off to Alonso. Ventura will slow it down. Williams, now he'll try from long range. No good. Rebound back tap. Ramirez has it. Another opportunity for Ventura. Well, we saw second chance points on the previous possession. The Pirates with another opportunity here. Alonso with the shot clock at 11. Across to Reyes. Reyes drives to the glass. Left-handed scoop won't go. Simonian off to Cabignat. Cabignat, Williams nearly had the steal, but instead picks up the foul. Third foul on Williams. You know, Mike, DeJuan Walker is out on the floor for LA Valley. He's been pretty quiet in the second half, but you have to wonder a little bit, where's the offense going to come from here if it's not DeJuan Walker? Eric Alvarez, along with Mortaya, who's returned in the backcourt, Walker, Paratori, and Simonian up front for LA Valley. Walker picked up by Ruff in a switch. Goes to work, drives it to the glass, missed the layup. Foul on the rebound. Natui battling Paratori, and the foul is going to go against Natui. Natui's second foul, just the third team foul on Ventura. Walker will bring it in baseline right. Out to Mortaya. Mortaya for three. That's good. Well, there's one spot where the offense can come from. Mortaya with 12, all of them on threes. (56-50).
Might want to get a hand up.
Give you the tin cup. Somebody tackle that guy. Reyes spins to the glass. Layup good. 58-50. Reyes, meanwhile, starting to pile up the points. He's got 18. Natui bumps Walker in the backcourt. That's the fourth team foul on Ventura, the third on Natui. .7:27 remaining in the game. Walker around to Paratori, screen, left-handed layup won't go. Natui high up for the board. Reyes wants to run, doesn't have numbers, doesn't matter. All the way to the glass, layup won't go. Followed by Ruff won't go. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Ventura. Reyes is the one guy, Michael, who doesn't seem to need numbers in transition.
No. 1 on 5, I got this.
1 on 3 is a no-win situation for the three. Couldn't get it to go there, but Ventura manages to keep the ball. 7:09 remaining in the game. We'll step aside very briefly. You're watching the VC We Play Hard tournament here from Ventura College. Back to action, Reyes. Alonso off a screen for three, it's good.
Talk about a kid that can shoot the basketball, Jacob Alonso.
22 in the game, Ventura with their largest lead at 11. Mortaya looking for Walker on the backdoor cut. Instead has it poked away by Reyes. Reyes has the steal. Reyes in from the left, splits the double team. Layup won't go, but a foul called. I'll say this, when we're watching Ventura basketball here, last year and this year, Reyes gets a steal and gets into transition. He's not stopping.
No, he's not.
He is going all the way, forging ahead to the basket. And it's hard to criticize the move because it almost always seems to lead to points one way or another.
I like the move there by Isaiah Reyes. Very subtle, but it's the little things. He knows he's going to the free throw line. He walks back, takes a couple seconds, catches his breath, gets his breathing down, and then goes.
And that is a guy who spends a lot of time at the line. And I mean that in all seriousness in terms of he's obviously very comfortable there, has a routine that works for him because he so often gets there. Second free throw rattles out, but the Pirates have a lead of 12.
I would like to see him take a little bit more time.
Walker over the timeline, checked by Natui. It's getting late early for the Monarchs here with 6:26 to go. They need a hoop. Simonian wide open for three, that's short. Alvarez can't get the follow to go. Ruff's got it for Ventura. This game was tied at 29. And in some respects, this is shaping up to be something of a mirror image of yesterday, where the second half will tell the story, but this time it's the Pirates who are putting together the strong second half showing. Ramirez from long range. It's a 15-point lead for Ventura.
As well, Cowan.
Pirates look like they're finding something here. After a very slow start, they trailed at 1 point by 9 early in the first half. Walker out to Alvarez. He'll try from 3. That's short. Rebound on the floor. Ramirez digs it out again. We haven't had a lot of time to talk about him, but you also have to like what Isaac Ramirez has meant here coming on after not playing yesterday as kind of a steadying image or a steadying influence as well on this Pirate team offensively and defensively.
Steady influence, good energy, good defense, and he can shoot the basketball.
Natui open for 3, no good. High up for the rebound, Alonzo. He's got at least a half a dozen boards in this game.
Showing off the vert. Big man climbing the ladder.
He's got a terrific nose for the basketball. Couple of steals, contributing in terms of rebounding as well. He'll try for 3 here, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hodge, outlets ahead to Alvarez. Alvarez in on Reyes, gets foul call, missed the layup, but he's going to head to the line. .440 to go. The Pirates have pulled away here in the second half after the game was tied after 20 minutes. Hits the first free throw. Alonzo checks out of the game, replaced by Dondre Watson.
You're going to check on that heel.
Yeah, they're going to take a look. Alvarez converts both free throws. Timeout taken. Full timeout. Virgil Watson wants to talk it over in that Monarch huddle. 4:40 to go, 65-52. You're watching the Ventura College Pirates. It's the We Play Hard tournament here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Well, sometimes it's not a terribly complicated game, Michael. You go back to last night, 92 points allowed against Orange Coast College in a 16-point loss. Here with 4:40 to go, 52 on the board for LA Valley, and it's amazing what good defense will do for you.
Yeah.
Reyes over the timeline. Ramirez and Watson, along with Natui and Ruff on the floor for the Pirates. Reyes working on Howard. Steps back for 3. It's good. Reyes hits from 3. He's got 22 in the game. 68-52, Ventura with the 16-point lead. Walker backs it out. Works around a Hodge screen. This is Howard. Off to Mortaya. Mortaya A drive on Reyes, draws contact, no call. The rebound off the glass to Ramirez. Ramirez on the floor. Mortaya ties him up. Still no whistles. Simonian gets one up on the glass, no good, but a foul called. So they're letting him play. Ramirez had the rebound for a moment, but Mortaya got his nose in there and able to dig it out. And eventually finds its way to Simonian, who gets one up on the rim. Doesn't get it to go, but he'll get free throws. Simonian hits the first free throw. Field goals have been hard to come by for LA Valley here in the second half. Had more of their offensive success by getting to the line as Simonian hits a couple of free throws. Ventura with a 14-point lead. Now the Monarchs start to press. The Pirates break it easily. Watson away from the trap, hooks it outside to Ramirez. Get it out to Reyes, and now the Pirates will take a little clock. Reyes working on Walker. Well, shake and bake. Ramirez, 4-3, high arcer, won't go. Long rebound to Natui. Natui able to keep it alive, get it out to Ramirez. Pirates can reset, take a little more clock. Reyes drives the lane, off the glass, won't go. Howard in a crowd has the rebound. Pirates had the near steal, but the foul in the backcourt. Is this going to be Ramirez or Natui?
Jeff, can you
Ramirez.
Can you tell me what Isaiah Reyes did that time? Can you tell me?
What Reyes did?
Yeah. He jump stopped in the lane. He never does that. I love that. He's so good at getting to the spot. All he has to do is make a jump stop, and the defense is going to go right past him. He's going to have floaters in the lane for days.
I like to say I totally knew that. I know I choked on the answer. I didn't deliver, but I was on that. I knew where you were going.
Well, hey, I'll keep you on your toes this season. You had a great trivia question for me this morning. I don't know if we'll revisit that here.
It's not the diehard trivia question. That's a pretty good one too.
That is pretty good.
That's a very tough one.
Well, now we can't keep it from everybody.
Reyes backs it out. Hey, listen, you want to ask the question? Feel free, throw it out there.
I might. It's getting to be garbage time here for the Pirates, and you wouldn't have thought that was going to be the case.
Reyes for three. That's good. Confidence starting to grow for Isaiah Reyes. He's hit a couple of threes here in the second half. He's up to 25 in the game. Walker angles right off to Mortaya. 4-3, rimming no good. Rebound pulled down by Ruff.
Get somebody else involved.
Reyes going to back it out, down to 2:30 to go in the game. The Pirates have put 42 on the board here in the second half, and more importantly, have opened up a 17-point lead after it was tied. Reyes unable to get the step-back three to go. Walker ahead to Mortaya. Mortaya lays it in.
Isaiah wasn't able to draw anything on that play.
71-56. Well, you know, you gotta go with the heat check sometimes, I guess. Natui again dribbles away from pressure, gets it to Ruff on the baseline.
Nice.
Fouled by Hodge. Malcolm Ruff going to get himself to the line for a couple of free throws. Exactly 2 minutes to go. And of course, keep it here. Next game follows immediately, meaning in about 20 minutes, but directly after this game, we will have Antelope Valley College.
Don't stay on our link. Go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. It'll be a separate broadcast, Antelope Valley and RCC, as Jeffrey just said. Semifinal number 1 today, game 2 of 2 here on our coverage of the VC We Play Hard tournament. Special thanks, as always, to Will Cowan, who we may get on the broadcast at 5 o'clock.
Ruff's second free throw won't go.
Speaking of which, I need to have a name graphic for Will Cowan. Matt's on it.
Nicholas Howard. A foul off the ball. Stay here.
I'm always on it, Mike.
Multitasker.
We knew that.
I like it.
So the foul against Ventura is their 8th team foul.
Well, the trivia question for Die Hard, for anybody who's watching who knows of the movie Die Hard, the question that you posed, what was the name of the two anchors in the studio?
Only said once.
Only said once, but I believe there was an on-screen graphic of Gail. That's one of the answers. Gail, I don't remember the last name. What was it?
Well, you don't want me just to immediately answer our trivia question?
No, immediately answer because I'm dying to know.
All right. Well, do you remember Harvey's full name?
Harvey Johnson.
Nice. All right. And right after that, it's Gail Wallens.
Wallens!
Reyes kicks it outside to Williams. Reyes.
There you go.
Back out to Williams, and a foul before the shot from Williams. Gail Wallens.
She was the character Gail Wallens, I believe, is in another movie, not the Die Hard franchise.
The character Gail Wallens, not the actress.
No, also the actress in the same character.
You're not thinking of Gail Weathers.
No. Or Gail Sayers, for that matter.
Brian Song, very tear-jerking.
Was it maybe Predator 2?
I've only seen that movie once.
It wasn't very good.
A little bit ashamed to say that. Couple of free throws, push the lead back out to 17. Walker with a little hesitation, missed the scoop. Rebound on the floor. Cavignat recovers for the Monarchs. Walker again on the drive, loses it on the way up. Hodge able to keep it. Morataya open for three.
Good job of player management here. Jacob Alonso not on the floor, and with good reason. Obviously, they want to limit his minutes early on in the season, but what a game.
Williams in from the right. Watson, wave off the shot. He had his foot on the sideline. 1:03 to go. And the Pirates are going to play all 3 days. They'll be back in action tomorrow at noon here at Ventura College, where they will take on Pasadena City College. Take on the Lancers in the Consolation Championship tomorrow at noon. Morataya misses the three. Reyes into the front court. Lobs looking for Williams, but Walker gets back. Knocks it away.
Way too late.
Walker in on Watson. Tries to hook it to Howard. And that one out of play. The turnover gives it back to Ventura with 40 seconds left. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. You want to
some thank yous.
Yeah.
Thank you time.
Sure.
We'll count, of course, athletic director here from Ventura College, Robin Hester, assistant women's basketball coach and part of the sports information crew that gets everything out. He coordinates the BC Sports Network.
Want to thank Eric Eppelhawk, too, PA announcer here today, longtime friend of ours. And he came up with some good information for us and some stuff to help us on the broadcast. So appreciate
we
Hawk.
need to get him on a broadcast.
I'll tell you, we need to have a crowd mic just to pick up those pipes and get his voice. You can probably hear it even on the supposedly noise canceling.
Yeah, don't be shortchanging Rick Ruffinelli.
Yeah,
he's got some pipes of his own.
Hawk's got the.
Speaking of Rick, he is at the table right now, looking to do the semifinals and see if we can bring him up on one of the shots here.
Hawk's got the booming voice, and Rick's got the smooth, deep voice.
Yeah, Rick's got the type of voice that would put my son to sleep. In a good way, though.
He wants to sleep on a bed soothing. Made of your voice.
Those velvety tones.
Ramirez will try for three off the front iron. Alvarez tracks it down. Perez has checked in. Stolen by Williams. One more chance for a highlight. Williams missed the dunk. Cavignat tracks it down. 6 seconds to go. And that should do it. Pirates playing right to the final whistle here. They're going to get one more steal before it's all said and done. Final score, Ventura 73, LA Valley 59. We'll come back, wrap things up very quickly here from Ventura, get you ready for our next game. Antelope Valley College back in action. They'll be taking on Riverside. So keep it here. We'll be right back.
not a bad showing here
Yeah,
for the Pirates on day 2 of the VC We Play Hard tournament. 73-59 to win over LA Valley. And Jeffrey, very impressed with Jacob Alonso and Isaiah Reyes. A nice bounce back game.
Yeah, Reyes ended up with 27 in the game. A lot of those came in the second half. I think that, what we've seen here is a textbook case of what we're talking about with a team early in the season. There are going to be some good stretches. There are going to be some bad stretches. And it's really up to the team itself, the coaching staff in particular, to observe what's going on, try different combinations, and figure out how you're going to make it work going forward. And let's remember that Ventura last year ended up making a pretty good run in the tournament, had a very strong season, and they had a lot of up and down moments early in the season as well, and some difficulty figuring out which direction they were going to go. So it's a very long season. Yesterday was certainly disappointing for this team, but this was a nice bounce back. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I think the important thing to keep in mind if you're Ventura College is it's a long season, and let's see what we can get figured out. Yeah,
Daryl Handy-Johnson also very impressive. In addition to Jacob Alonso, who finishes with 22 points, Isaiah Reyes, as you said, with 27. How about Isaac Ramirez? I thought he showed very, very well as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a lot of key contributions. John Williams had a few missed dunks. I'm sure he'll right the ship in that regard as the season progresses. But a lot of positive things to take away from about the 10-minute mark of the first half and on. Almost just a complete reversal of what happened yesterday. They go in at half versus Orange Coast on day 1, up by 7, and then lose big in their opener. So a very good response here from the Pirates. Really like their mettle, really like their composure in the second half and throughout that game. Very impressed.
And we'll see what happens. They'll be back in action. We won't have it, but they'll be back in action tomorrow. So you watch how this team progresses.
Hey, you never know. What if they say, "Hey, you guys want to do the noon game?"
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, let's face it. We're always available. That's a little bit of our MO here.
It's true.
It's to make ourselves available. Right now, we're not slated. But
we got
to
a
get back
doubleheader for football tomorrow.
To the Pirates, to the case of the Pirates, it will be interesting to see moving forward. Right now, this has been pretty strong Jekyll and Hyde, what we've seen in 2 games. So, there's reason for optimism. There's some reason for some pessimism, for lack of a better word. But we've seen everything from this team early on, and it'll be interesting to see moving forward which team emerges this season.
Last year, what we saw was the growth of Cordell Hankerson throughout the season, the maturity as a player. And you saw the team really rally behind him, his ability not only to lock down defensively, but to put up points in a hurry. We know Isaiah Reyes has that ability as well. And who's going to be that catalyst? We talked about it during the game. Catalyst today is Jacob Alonso, and moving forward, obviously going to be a key component in the success of Ventura College.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, the final score is 73-59. We do have the next game coming up. It'll be Antelope Valley College in Riverside. You can check our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Search our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1.
You missed a W.
What's that?
You missed a W.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought I was going for like a European kind of thing there. Either way, SoCalCollegeSports.com, SoCal College Sports 1. Find us. And that game link will be there, and you can join us for the next game, Antelope Valley and Riverside. For Mike Cepeda, I'm Jeff Stoynoff. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, so long, everybody.